Hello, it's Michael at the Healthy Traveler Lifestyle, and today we're going to make a nice summertime soup, and it's going to be a soup, but as long as you eat it cold and or warm, it's going to be really great. I just picked some stuff out of the refrigerator that we had in the freezer here. We've got some Cascadian Farm organic sweet corn, frozen corn. We've got about 6-7 organic potatoes, 4 red and 4, so I guess there's 8 regular potatoes, 4 carrots, 2 sweet onions, some raw cashews, and we're going to show you how to make this soup in probably 5 minutes, and then we can let it simmer on the stove for about an hour, and it'll be a great soup for tonight's supper and for the rest of the week, for lunches and things like that. Okay, so this soup is going to be a puree style, and we use raw organic cashews in our Vitamix, and if you don't have a Vitamix, you can use your blender and it just wouldn't be as creamy. It might be a little chunky, which is fine because we're going to make this a chunky puree soup anyway. But that is your dairy replacement right there. Raw cashews in a Vitamix or a blender with liquid, water, tea, broth will make a nice creamy, milky kind of a taste, and it's actually raw cashews. We also use this Pacific brand organic vegetable broth. It also comes in low sodium, but this is the product that we use for broth. But I also love using herbal teas and things like that. And on one of our videos, I think it's on the sprouting video, we talk about Chaga tea. It's mushroom tea from birch trees the mushrooms grow on. So this is some of that. So we're going to be using some of that, plus one of these, and also what we'll love to use for broth. This is the water that's left over from steaming vegetables. So this has all the great nutrients in it from carrots and beets and broccoli and collards and all things like that. So we're going to be using that, and I'm going to show you how I combine it all together real fast. And like I said, 5-10 minutes, soup's on, and an hour from that, we're ready to eat. Okay, so what I've done is I've cut up the 4 carrots, a whole onion, the potatoes, and they're in this bowl, and they're going to go into the broth, which is this broth. Then here in the Vitamix, I have 4 potatoes, a whole onions, those cashews, and I'm going to take some of this nice tea. We just love using herb tea for our broths. So you could make a nice, whatever really nice tea that you like, make some, put it in the refrigerator, and use it the next time for your soup broth. So this is the veggie steamed vegetable broth in there. We're going to hit the Vitamix. We're going to mix that up, and it's going to be a puree. It's going to be delicious. It's going to make a nice thick broth along with that. Then we're going to throw the rest of this in there, spice it up, and I'll show you what this looks like in a minute. Alright, so the Vitamix is just about all done here, and we're going to pour this nice puree into this other broth right there. This is what I've got on hand today, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to put all this right in there, spice it up, turn the heat on, and it's just going to be great. So today what we're going to use for some spice is, this is going to be a little bit of celery salt, black pepper, some thyme, and a little bit of olive oil. And I'm not going to put any salt in this at all. And again, I'm not measuring anything. I want my recipes to be empowering. Change. Do what you have in the kitchen and make it nice and simple. So we're going to put that on there. We're going to give it a little stir. Put the heat on medium-low for now. Get this all mixed in. This is going to be really delicious. Look at how creamy and thick that is. And you don't even have to put that much liquid in the Vitamix. You can make it a lot thicker than this, but this is going to be a great soup in about an hour, and we'll have that tonight for dinner, and we'll check it out when it's done. Alright, it's been about an hour and a half now, and the soup is done. It's delicious. And we put a little bowl out, and if you wanted to dress it up, you could take some carrots or beets and grate them up. There's a little cup of soup that we're going to be having, and it is delicious. So enjoy, and I just wanted to say tomorrow also, I could likely steam some broccoli or cauliflower and add that to the soup, and then just change it up a little bit. So it's a versatile soup, so I'm just adding a little bit more the next day, some steamed vegetables. So empower yourself. Change it up. I'm sure you're not going to have a lot of the ingredients that we talked about today, but just do your best and use your own teas and herbs and things like that. So thanks a lot, and check out our next video.